Sunday fun day. It's the first football Sunday of the year. I hope your team is doing well, unless you're the Raiders or the Chargers or the Broncos. Then I hope your team forgot to show up to the game. How are you all doing? Welcome to Seattle. We are going to be flying the little bitty E175. A great looking, great sounding, great flying plane with no system whatsoever. We got some Airbuses over here. Like we got an A320. A321 with sharklets. I love it. And an Alaska 7.3. Look at that. Love it. Hodor, what's going on? How you doing? That A320 is you? Oh, heck yeah. Joining us on the trip up to Calgary. I dig it. If you want to fly along, we are on VATSIM today. No more PAWSCon. Feel free to fly along on VATSIM. There's no ATC right now, but I'll at least be able to see each other, which makes it fun. And without further ado, I need to relearn how to fly this thing real quick, because it's been quite a while. So those are the throttles. They give us power. I'm just making sure my Bravo works the way I want it to. Looks like we don't have reverse thrust, so I might need to hop in and fix that real quick. Stand by 1 second. I wonder actually if I swap this over to what I use for the longitude. That might actually work. Or maybe I can't do reverse thrust without... No, it's working there. Interesting. Stand by 1 second here. This cut should be on release. We might wait until after engine start and then give that another test, because that should work. All right, that's fine. Anywho, I hope you're all doing fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and get things set up here. Get things somewhat rolling. Get our GPU. We'll get GSX doing its thing. It's not going to take very long for GSX today at all. Because, little bitty teeny tiny small airplane. GPU, all our safety cones and everything. Get our doors open. And we'll import from SimBrief. There we go. That should be that. And it's the fun bit with everybody having a different EFB. It should be loading done. Okay. I think. Guess we'll find out in a minute. All right, jumping up top. We will get GPU power on, get our batteries on. Everything is coming alive. There are nav lights. Sterile, no smoking, and seat belts. And we are good up here. Oh, we gotta get emergency lights. There we go. Now we're good up here. Awesome. We got our transponder on TARA, so we're squawking mode C. Slightly unrealistic, I guess. And then auto ATC's got us with the squawk code of 7452. Can get that in there. 122800. Swap that over. So we're on Unicom. All right. So we're at Seattle. We're going to Calgary, CYYC. Actually, data link flight plan. How do I get to the page I was just at? I don't know. CYYC. Route. Oh, there we go. Send. Check flight ID. We are Horizon Air 2096. Now is it gonna work? Flight plan received. Apply active. Wonder if that does it. Okay, that set it the way we want it to be. Alternate, not gonna worry about that. We got Alps, YDC, Minbo, Norrit, and then Calgary. So that should work just fine. So we can go departure. Captain Crystal, what's going on? God, this plane's terrible. Why do I not have SIDS and stars? Is this user error? Am I just stupid? If I go to flight plan, departure, I don't even have an option. Oh shit, I am just stupid. Never mind. Alright. We should be taking the Seattle 8 departure. I believe that's going to be just the bog standard, kind of like the O'Hare departure out of Chicago. But let's double check and make sure. How you doing, Captain Crystal? Hope you're doing great. Seattle 8 departures, just vectors. I guess there's also the Monton 2 departure. Pitch, yaw, roll. I remembered. What's going on? How you doing? I'm gonna take the Seattle 8. We'll just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Alright, Seattle 8 departure is just gonna be vectors off the runway, and then we'll vector ourselves to Alps, and we'll be on our way. So Seattle 8 departure, runway 16 left. Seattle 8. Apply. So that should be good for vectors off the rip. Sweet. Doing great yourself? I'm doing good. Watch some football today. Send this to McDo and see if it does it. My fantasy football team is winning. I just got your text. Literally. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Cannot complain too much. I got a long day at work tomorrow. Starting 4 10-hour days this week instead of 5 8-hour days. So I'll be beat and tired. But I do get Wednesdays off now, which is going to be fantastic. Definitely worth it. All this stuff is already in. What is it doing? I'll make sure it finishes up before I start messing with it. So we'll have to go back through and change a couple things, if I remember correctly. I think it's done. We'll give it just one more second and get our MCP set up. Get a click spot, and we're gonna cruise at 310 on our way up to Calgary. In terms of our heading, off 16 left is going to give us a heading of 164 on departure. Microsoft scrolling simulator, I know. And then we'll vector ourselves around the Alps, which will get us on our way. There's a runway heading. Speed, we can go to FMS managed speed. What do I do for work? I work in a mailroom for a financial company, and that is all I can say because I signed an NDA when I started my job. Yeah, because personal information and money and stuff. Yeah. I work in a mailroom. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, it's work. Solid, bog standard, perfectly fine work. Can't complain too much. All right, let's get our wins and stuff in. So I'm gonna smack a METAR command into chat, and just so you guys know, you all can use this METAR command as well. If you're ever flying somewhere and you need to grab a quick METAR, you can use that command. This should work for you. And if it doesn't, let me know and I can change the permissions. But we got 220 at 11 for wins. And then our runway slope, we're going to put in 0 because it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. 0.0. We're not going to put in anything. All right, flaps 2. We are going to assume that all this is correct because I don't want to mess with it. And then we got our takeoff page. Everything here should be fine. If we go to climb, I want to go faster than Mach 0.73. What's our flight plan have us cruising at Mach 0.73? Let's bump it to 0.74. Cruise, 0.74, descent. It's fine. Landing, we'll take care of that once we get a little bit closer. We should be good there. Departure, takeoff. I think we're pretty much all set up. Odor's already pushed back. He's ready to go. Open forward cargo door. Did I not open the door? It closed the door on its own. Good job, GSX. You really are on top of your shit today. I love it. All right. Need just a couple more minutes for GSX to finish up, and then we'll be on our way. I want to see if I can switch up this view a little bit. And, Oh yeah, get us some fan blades. Wow. I really failed setting that. Good job. F's in the chat. And then our other view should be fine. Sweet. Alright, if we take a look at manifest, we can see our trim is going to be 3.3 for takeoff. Be able to go ahead and whack that in there. That should be good. Baggage loading is already halfway done. So, it's actually in the spirit of almost being ready to go. We can go ahead and get our APU started. So we'll hold that to crank, or to start for a couple seconds. The APU starts spooling up. Looks like our APU is starting up just fine there. All right. There's always the part you gotta wait for when you go flying IRL. You gotta wait for the baggage to finish up. Either that or ATC delays, which we won't have today because we don't have any ATC on. APU's running, I fucked this up. Okay, we're back. The switch is already on, chat. Don't press the APU gen switch. It's already on. Wish the GSX animations were a little bit smoother. Yeah. Might make it run even worse though. That's true. Very true. These animations haven't changed since FSX. It's the same animations. He like grabs the bag and then he throws it on the rack. Then it glitches through the baggage thing. Or notice like he runs his hand across the top of the bag as he pulls it out. Like that's all been a thing since FSX. I might cut him off here if it's just staying hung on 67%. Alright, we'll reset our position and call for pushback. Have to give Quaddle a second to start. Alright. Prepare for pushback and departure. And we can get the beacon on. Oh. A little loud out here. wonder if I can turn down VATSIM traffic. I wonder if that's an option somewhere. Never really looked for it. Might be in the settings somewhere. I don't see it in the VATSIM client. I'm sure it's somewhere in if it does exist, it'll be somewhere in the sim settings probably. Not brave enough to fly the E-Jet on VATSIM, even ignoring the VNAV. How to do weird stuff on LNAV, especially on approach. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is a very broken plane. But take chances, make mistakes is what Miss Frizzle always taught me when I was in elementary school. All right. Parking brake released. We'll flick it to start. And the engine's starting up. You broke winders? What does that mean? Winders? You broke wind? Is that why it smells so bad in here? How's it going, Fire? In my Discord announcement, I even admitted, I'm like, yep, you see that correctly, Embraer. But we have to fight the plane tooth and nail the entire way there? Sure. Will it be rage-inducing? Probably. But will it make us stronger as people? No. Anyway, come fly along on VATSIM. I pushed back the wrong way, didn't I? Okay, cool. Perfect pushback. You only check pack Discord? Alt F4 yourself, Fire. Alright. Engine 2. Or engine 1, I guess. Over to start. And engine starting up. Set the parking brakes.
Unlocking gear. Oxygen masks will automatically fall out of the panel above your heads. If this happens, please stay seated and pull the mask firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Please put it firmly over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Although the bag does not fill with air, the flow of oxygen occurs automatically. If you are traveling with a child or someone who needs help, put the mask on yourself first and then help the other person. The life jacket is located.
Look, what actually would have happened though is if I would have messaged you and said, hey, this is the flight I'm doing tonight, you would have said it was boring, and that's all you would have said. So in my defense, right, or something like that. Well, it is exactly. All right. It's not about the flight, Fire. It's about the friends we make along the way. Flaps 2 set. APU off. Taxi lights on, and looks like Hodor has started taxiing, so we should be good to go. GSX is telling me to set parking brakes immediately. You know what? I do what I want. Alright, in case anybody is curious about scenery, in Calgary we have FSIM Studios. Calgary, which is going to look fantastic. Here in Seattle, somebody made an enhancement to the default scenery, so that's what we're using. You can find it on the flight sim too. So far, I think it looks all right. Definitely a step up from default, but not quite payware quality. That makes sense. Bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Somebody's landing. See those landing lights out there? That GIF is amazing, Fire. All right, for takeoff, we should be able to hit that. Just kidding. Takeoff config.
Okay.
Takeoff okay, and then there's my toga button. Toga button is pressed. So we have flight director on takeoff. LNAV is armed, and then we'll go speed managed mode for climb. That should get us where we need to go. Let's see who's landing over there. Is that a 787? Looks like it. From this distance anyway. Looks like a United 787. -9 if I had to guess. Very nice. Also, I'm stupid. I'm wondering why I'm not hearing anything on Unicom. We have CTAF here. (119.0). We go radio. 119.0. Swap. Wow, 119.9. Now we're on the right frequency.
Seattle traffic, Air Canada 1414 taking off 16 center, the Seattle 8 departure, Seattle.
Right, there goes Hodor. Seattle traffic, Horizon Air 2096, lining up, runway 16 left, Seattle. So I looked before the stream. Apparently Horizon's call sign is Horizon Air. I did not know that. I thought it was Horizon. Sure enough, it's Horizon Air, according to FlightAware. Strobe, inspection. We'll go ahead and get our landing lights on so we don't have to look back up here. We're going to give just a minute or two for spacing with Hodor. You should be a little bit faster than us, but we don't want to be on top of each other, especially in case ATC comes on like it just did. Let me double check. It looks like Vancouver. which we should be clipping. Yeah, we'll just clip their airspace. Seattle traffic, Horizon Air 2096, taking off runway 16 left, be a left turn on departure, Seattle 8, Seattle traffic. All right, let's do it. Throttle's 40. Ish. Off the brakes, and toga, and yoke cam. Forgot. We're rolling. One thing you can't deny about this plane is that it sounds fantastic.
80 knots.
80 knots checked. Here's our view 1. We're up. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Now it's going LNAV, and this plane's LNAV is trying to take us directly to the first waypoint, which we're not going to do yet. We're going to fly straight. Purple is making an E-Jets yoke. I saw that. All right, there's our acceleration. Laps 1. We'll start a left-hand turn. Laps up. Basically just gonna loop around to go north. Trying to fly our flight directors as good as we can. You got a strange flight director in this plane. Once we roll out on this turn, we'll whack on the autopilot and get some wing views. Here we go. Autopilot on. Bring you guys back into this view. FSS, no custom VNav and all that. Nope. The systems in this plane are god awfully terrible. But it is still pretty fun to fly though. I'll be honest. Should be able to go. Ah, shoot. How do I do it in this plane? Routes. Flight plan. I think that took us direct. We'll go nav and see what it does. Why not? Can be annoying at time, absolutely. Like I said earlier, we're going to be fighting it the entire way there. Kind of how this plane goes. But we are now direct to Alps, which is where we want to be. Flying over Seattle. Already have the Boeing yoke. You're not gonna not trying to drop the money on another one. I definitely feel that. It would be cool once this plane gets its custom systems to have an Embraer yoke. That would be really fun. But $500 is a very steep price to ask for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, once it gets its custom systems, it's going to be so much fun. Going to be a very fun plane to fly around. Let's see if I can clean up our display down here a little bit. If we go... Want waypoints. There we go. TCAS. Weather. I'd be surprised if either of those things work. But we'll try it. Not spending $500 on a singular incomplete aircraft family. I do not blame you. I don't blame you in the slightest. Neither am I. Neither am I. Which even if it was a complete aircraft family, like even if the E-jets were perfect, it'd still be a really tall, like, maybe if I win the lottery, I'll buy it. But until then, I'm out. Pitch is from Vancouver? Ooh. We're gonna be knocking on your center's door here in a second. Perf? Climb. Okay. That's what I want. It's not even pendular. It is not. It is the push-pull slider type deal, like the honeycomb yoke is. I think Thrustmaster has the only pendular one. It would. I think it would be a better package if it was a pendular yoke. I think it would make. I think it would make a really good, really big difference. But Virpil stuff has always been super expensive for what it is. I'll be honest. Super good, sure, but super expensive. Gotta get my iPad out and get ready for Sunday Night Football coming up here before too long. I forget who's playing tonight. Oh, I gotta install Peacock on here. I had to reset my iPad because of the beta for iOS 18. It took up all of the storage on my iPad, so I couldn't update, I couldn't do anything. So I had to reset my iPad, factory reset it, in order to update it to the latest beta. And the latest beta doesn't have that same problem, where it's taking up all my storage, which is good. But yeah, fun stuff. Good job, Apple. Tim Apple's really taking care of us. Feels weird to spend all day driving trucks and SnowRunner. He basically spent the last 8 hours in a virtual vehicle of some sort. There you go. Professional simmer right there. Professional simmer. We got a turn coming up. Make sure we have the wing view for the turn. Alright, I gotta remember my login. It's the one we have with it. Oh. I think I know. No, I think I... Oh, yeah, I got the password right. We're good. I have not updated my stuff in Peacock. We are still account holder and account user. Oh yeah. Is it the Bears tonight? Oh, the Bears already played. I don't know. Do we know if Caleb Williams is good yet? Is he a bust? Rams and Lions. Ooh, that'll be a good one. Caleb Williams stats. He had a 55 passer rating. Ooh, that's not good. The Bears can't catch a break. They got another terrible quarterback. Bears did win though against the Titans, which isn't saying very much. Gotcha. Did you draft him on your fantasy team? Say what? Ooh. I'm going to taunt Hayden again. Would be pretty funny. Cody Schrader is out. Coach's decision. Saying it's unlikely that he will be active this year. He is third string running back. All right. You know something that's a little annoying about this plane? There's the version number right here. Oh, you can click it. Never mind. Cool. You can click it away. How about that? Version number's not there anymore. I was gonna say, I'm not sure how often you see the version number of an airplane in the actual airplane in real life, but I don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, once we level up here, seatbelt signs can come off. Y'all can get up and do whatever you want. Turn on that hydraulic pump, might be important. We'll get ourselves an external view. Auto throttle's not on? Wait, hold on. Why can't I move the altitude in 100-foot increments? That's weird. We'll just pretend we're cruising at 310. And there's the contact me. One 133.7. Looks like Seattle Center just came online too. What is this, Vancouver Center? Right? Vancouver Center, good evening. Horizon Air 2096, flight level 310.
Horizon 2096, Vancouver Center, good afternoon/evening, and welcome aboard.
Sweet. It is Horizon Air, right? That's what... Horizon Air. Call sign Horizon Air. Whatever. Horizon is fine. I don't know. I'm just a flight sim guy. What do I actually know? Flying over the mountains is pretty cool though.
For Papa Golf, continue the descent to 10,000 for now.
Yep, we're heading 10,000 now, Purple Golf.
All right. We're gonna see what our descent is like into Calgary. Depending on how it goes, we might switch planes. Since Seattle Center's online, it could be kind of a pain in the ass to try to work with this plane and descend, you know what I mean? You'll probably understand. What we could try is if we're feeling frisky. We could do the return in Q400 and X-Plane. Could be an option. It's just all depending on how much of a pain in the butt it is to descend in this plane.
I believe it's Canada 4081, if that has the call sign. Okay, just looking at your IFR flight plan here. 8,000 is going to be just a little bit lower than the IFR minimum IFR altitude they can offer you there. Either are you able to accept 10,000 feet for the cruise, or are you able to maintain your own terrain separation? Which one of those do you think you'd like there?
Flying at 8,000 feet. I wonder what he's flying.
Okay, Canada 4081, check that. Your clearance, your number one for the clearance, just stand by.
Air Canada 4081. 2 WestJets in Calgary.
Canada 4081, one more question for you. Information Alpha, I see you have that, is advertising 3-4 currently for Kelowna. If you would prefer, the wind currently is 0306 knots. If you prefer a departure off 16, more direct route, you can make
he's
that
in a,
work, just let me know.
He's in a CJ4 at Kelowna. That's why I couldn't find him.
Alright, Canada 4081, check that runway 16, altimeter is, correction, you are, clearance. You are cleared to Penticton via the Kelowna 9 departure flight plan route, departure on runway 16, squawk 3451. And for Papa Golf, descend 3,000.
3,000, for Papa Golf.
Canada 312 ready. Canada 312, roger, contact me to frequency airborne, Vancouver wind is calm, clear to take off runway 26 left. Clear to take off runway 26 left, Air Canada 312.
How'd the Cowboys do? The Dallas
4081
Cowboys.
readback is correct, call ready to test.
Evening, Vancouver, Delta 824 with you, flight level 340, about 30 at Site Cranbrook.
Cowboys won.
Delta 824, Vancouver Center, hello, welcome on board.
Okay. Okay.
Center, Lambda 226 with you at 370.
Just have 2 more players
26, Vancouver Center, hello, welcome on board.
tonight to get through. I don't know how many points I end up with. 112. Cooper Cup and Laporta, last 2. Christian McCaffrey. Ah.
For Papa Golf, did you say 4,000 or 3,000?
Next week I play Jessica, and
all the way
then
down to
week after I play
3,000. Expect vector shortly.
Yeah.
The altitude restriction at status canceled.
Roger.
Next week you have a bye.
Yeah, 3,000 and altitude restriction at status canceled.
Yep.
Air Canada 312 is airborne,
Yeah.
passing 980.
Canada 312, roger, you're identified. Continue to climb 16,000 for now.
Climb 16,000 Air Canada.
Make sure I'm in
312.
live weather. Okay, we are in live weather.
4 Papa Golf, turn right,
And
heading
lifetime.
170,
Sweet.
vectors 5.
Right 170, 4 Papa Golf.
Yeah, for anyone who's curious here, give me just a sec. Well, thank you. Here's those Verpal yokes.
4 Papa Golf, turn right, heading
What they look like.
210, descend 2,000 feet. On the rollout, the field will be your 2 o'clock.
Got a Boeing style one and a Embraer style one. The Embraer one,
Roger.
since I have the Thrustmaster one, I wouldn't care about the Thrustmaster one. I care about the Embraer. But yeah, they're not pendular, they're the push-pull,
Air Canada 312,
like GA
turn
style
left, heading
yokes.
110.
Left heading 110, Air Canada 312.
So yeah. You could see more what these switches on the back are.
4 Papa Golf, still in sight.
4 Papa Golf, roger, you're cleared the visual approach for runway 26 left.
Engine master switches, modes, this looks like some sort of start switch. These are lights over here. The same for this one over here. Looks like it's the same for this yoke. So I wonder if they sell the yoke base separately and then you can buy the handle part, whichever handle part you want. I wonder if that's how they do it. It's the same base on both.
Air Canada 312, you can continue that left
I don't know.
turn. Stay direct, Al nod on course.
Correct. Al nod on course, Air Canada 312.
Vancouver Center, it's Air Canada 3752 with you.
What does it?
Air Canada 3752, heavy Vancouver Center, hello, runway
Ooh.
26 right, altimeter 2985, send 10,000.
Roger, descend flight level.
Spend so much time in the Airbus, never felt the need for a fancy yoke or stick. It's basically all pushing buttons. That's
Yeah,
totally
Air
fair.
Canada 3752, it's the Grizz 7 arrival.
Hey, in cruise right now, my fancy yoke is not doing me very much good. Right.
Vancouver Center, Rouge 1903 with you passing 13,000 for 5,000 at Disco. Requesting Arnev Zulu 09 as stable.
Rouge 1903, roger, runway 09, the Victoria altimeter 2979er. You planned for the Arnav Zulu approach, I believe it's the latest transition.
We'll plan Arnev Zulu approach, latest transition for 09 and check altimeter Rouge 1903.
Four Papa Golf, are we cleared to land?
Cookies are pretty good.
4 Papa Golf, affirmative,
Yeah.
Vancouver wind is south, clear to land, runway 26 left.
Clear land, 26 left, 4 Papa Golf.
All right. We're gonna start working out when we're gonna descend. I need Navigraph. So Calgary weather ATIS. We don't have a real ATIS. We don't have a VATSIM ATIS, so we'll go METAR 170 at 6 are the winds, so 17 left. Sounds good.
One ready for taxi.
Canada 408 run.
Take the ILS. 17 left.
The Canada 79er taxi chart correction Delta Alpha in contact moment 16.
Should be fine. Arrivals in. So if we look at our arrival, we need to be 8,000 at Ovebi.
Canada 40 P1.
Meeting these restrictions are going to be very fun. Got a lot of restrictions on this arrival. One strategy we can take. SimBrief gives us a top of descent here. Or some Toolkit Pro does. I'm not sure if I want to go off of that either. The joys of an incomplete E-Jet. Excuse me. Alright. Let's try and figure this out real quick. So if we go flight plan, maybe route, maybe perf? No. Route. Arrival. Land runway 17 left. ILS. Via the IGVEB 7. Our star transition is NORAD, I believe. Just double triple check. Yep, NORAD. Apply.
Canada 312, continue the climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Air Canada 312.
Now that's all in. If we go plan, zoom in, and then we go. Problem is I don't know how to step through the flight plan.
Air Canada 3572, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000 for 3752.
Interesting that they give us a plan page, but no way to step through the plan page. So we'll just assume that it is correct. Perfect. Everything's in there, perfectly correct, no issues whatsoever. There will be zero problems that we will come across on our approach.
1903, descend 4,600.
Alright. I think it'll be good.
Canada 4,600, Coach 1903.
Papa Golf, vacated, requesting taxi to GA.
Okay, 4 Papa Golf. Alright, looks like you vacated north side of the Norris.
Looking forward to the nosedive to meet the glide slope.
Lima,
I'm more worried about the
Hotel,
restrictions.
cross-runway
That's the thing, if I
13
cannot
and
hit these
12.
restrictions, we're gonna have to switch planes when we go back to Seattle, because there's ATC into Seattle.
Hotel, cross runway 13.
Roger, 4 Papa Golf, confirm hold short 26 left.
Hold short 26 left. Should, do we hold short on Echo or?
Negative 4 Papa Golf, you'll hold short on Taxiway Hotel. Hold short
Something we can
26 left on
try.
Taxiway Hotel. The plan is just across you down to the south
Is
side
we
after
need to be
Yeah,
below.
I wasn't sure which side GA was on, my bad.
Okay.
that. Yeah, no worries.
I'm turning you down a little bit, ACC. We need to be below 210 at IGVEP. So what we can do is we can go to ChatGPT.
Rouge 1903, you're cleared the RNAV, Zulu 09 approach, let us transition.
We can ask ChatGPT what it thinks.
Airline Zulu 09 approach with transition, Rouge 1903.
I am cruising in an Embraer 175 at 31,000 feet, going Mach 0.74. In order to cross a given waypoint
Carson 811,
at
Vancouver Center, hello.
20,000
It's
feet,
going to be 3604.
how far away from that waypoint do I need to start
And Delta 24,
descending?
flight level 360.
Delta 24, Roger, climb flight level 360.
I want to maintain
360, Delta
the
24, thanks.
same Mach number the whole descent.
Air Canada 3752, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, park 3552.
All right, math. Stay logged out. You should start your descent approximately 5.5 nautical miles from the waypoint. So it wants me to descend like this. Okay. That was helpful. What would my descent rate be? So we'll descend at 2,000 feet per minute to maintain Mach 0.74 throughout the descent from 31,000 feet to 20,000 feet. And we'll start that descent 5.5, where is it? 6 nautical miles away from that waypoint. Look at that. Thank you, ChatGPT. You're amazing. Very helpful. Wonder if I could just ask ChatGPT to fly the plane for me.
Canada 4081, Roger. It's going to be this frequency is your departure frequency. Airborne Kelowna wind is again 0306 knots. Backtrack as required. Clear.
Although to be fair, that does line up with what it has in Sim Toolkit, right? We're here, and our top of descent is here.
Air Canada 414.
A few before Big Veb.
And this is offline, so your surveillance services
So
cleared on route. Have a good rest of your flight.
We'll see what happens.
Was that for Air Canada 1414?
Sorry, yes, Air Canada 1414. Surveillance services terminate. You're cleared on route.
Got it, we're going to Unicom. See you later, Air Canada 1414.
I used to know how to do that off the top of my head and calculate my top of descent and everything. And then back in X-Plane 11, a friend of ours, El Gargantuan, made a cheap descent calculator that does it for you, and all that knowledge just went right out of my head.
If you prefer runway 15, just
pretty great.
know the wind currently 270 12 gusting 20.
Check Mark 29081 and ready, we'll descend 10,000 and we'll decide on the runway. Carson 811.
Roger.
We'll see how this descent goes. If we're able to manage this fairly well, we can stick with the same plane back to Seattle. The problem is I just don't want to end up in a situation where if I can't even do it here with no pressure, then trying to do it with ATC is going to be a pain in the ass. Right. I don't want to get yelled at. I have damn near 1,000 hours on VATSIM, right? I'm above getting yelled at this point, all right? Is what all of the flight simmers say. Time. I just want to hear the Sunday night football theme.
3451.
Squawk 3451, Air Canada.
Oh, Sunday night! Alright, that's time.
Air Canada 3752,
Hell yeah.
left heading 350, vectors to final.
Bum bada bum bada bada bum. Banger.
Canada 4081, still not seeing the squawk there. Just verify 345.
Banger of a tune.
Ken 4081, I stalled and crashed. Don't worry about it.
Roger, okay. Sorry to hear.
Stalled and crashed. Don't worry about it. Sounds good.
Horizon 2096, you're going to be leaving my airspace shortly as well. So your surveillance services terminate time, Spirit Others. Have a good rest of your flight.
Over to the dark side we go, Horizon 2096. We'll see you next time. Alright.
Thank you. We're sending good evening, Delta 1912, level 120, information alpha.
The fuck did I do? There we go. Was the stall and crash the same guy who warned about his low cruise altitude? That would be hilarious, but I think that person was on text. That would be very funny, though. That would be very much a VATSIM moment. The, if I remember correctly, the E-Jet should at least give us a altitude bar where it shows where we're going to be at the altitude we set. So as long as we have that, we should be able to do this approach okay. What? They shoot you out? Huh. Terrible game. Uninstalled. Putting Fortnite forever. Something I gotta do is figure out when I'm setting my alarms now. Yeah. First things first, let's go through and delete all 50,000 of my alarms real quick on my phone. I do. 11:45, 11:30, 11 a.m., 10:50, 10:45, 10:45, 10:30, 10:30, 10:30, 10 o'clock, 9:50, 9:45, 9:35, 9:30, 9:25, 9:15, 9 o'clock, 8:45. To be fair, I only set like 2. But you are correct. I am a big fan of the snooze button. All right. 12, I think. Tomorrow, I want to get to work at noon. 12 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's 10 hours. So I think that means the alarm needs to get set for 10:30 a.m. Captain Zimp! What's going on? I saw you were streaming last night. I think I came in and said airplane go burr or something like that. How's it going? I saw you were streaming today too. You still Just finished? Nice. Very nice. Alright, these will be every Monday. Ten. The problem is if I set just one alarm, I'll sleep through it. I've done it before. But if I set multiple alarms, every single one of them wakes me up. It's just how it goes. All right. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Yep. Oh no, how the hell am I gonna get up that early? Okay, alarms are set. Sweet. Now I don't have to worry about doing that later and then inevitably forget and then be late for work tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, coming up on Nort. IGVEP is our waypoint we need to keep an eye on. 5 miles from IGVEP. Start our descent. And we'll see how that goes. All right, who do we think's taking home the win tonight? The brand new Lions or the LA Rams? No, I'll go Lions. I want to see the Lions do good. A lot of people in Detroit, the Lions are the only good thing about their town. I'm sorry, that was kind of mean. Let me rephrase what I just said. Nobody would choose to live in Detroit, but the people that are stuck there at least have the Lions to be happy about. There. And if you live in Detroit, I am so sorry. We'll sync up our heading. We're getting closer and closer to our descent point. And hold on to the wing view and can monitor from Sim Toolkit where we're at. Got the Rocky Mountains below us, looking beautiful as ever. Looking absolutely great. Do I have FSS Calgary? Yes, sir. That is going to be the airport we're going to. FSS Calgary. A very fantastic scenery. Very, very good scenery. I have FSS Calgary and FSS Vancouver. Those are the only two sceneries I have by them. I haven't been to Vancouver in a while. Might have to go to Vancouver one of these days. In the sun. Yeah, I can't afford to go to Vancouver IRL. Customs. Vancouver's your home. Oh yeah. We'll go visit Pitchy in Vancouver. Pitch, what's so great about Canada? Kayla just said she has no desire to go to Canada.
I said I don't know if I have any desire to go to Canada. I never said I have no desire.
I can tell you why I want to go to Canada. Of course, I'm an American, so it's not to experience North America. The reason I want to go to Canada is get some real good dadgum maple syrup. The real stuff. We don't have that down here. Vancouver's a fun long weekend trip. Do recommend? Okay. We do have I do have a passport now, so I can go to Canada. Be really cool. The Vancouver Olympics were the first Olympics I watched. So it'd be really cool to see the different arenas and places that they used for the Vancouver Olympics, if those are still around. I'm sure they are. I'd be surprised if they built all of that just to tear it down afterwards. Vancouver is nice. Love it here. Love it there. Okay. We'll add a trip to Vancouver for vacation plans someday. How much does it cost me to fly to Vancouver from here? Let's say we're gonna go next month for a 5-day weekend. Beautiful views? Absolutely. What's going on, Tyler? What is going on? You take American Airlines and get there. $326 round trip. It's not bad at all. Fly here to Dallas, Dallas to Vancouver. No 737 Maxes to speak of. From where? Kansas City. So we'll be flying from Kansas City, Missouri to Dallas, and then switch planes, and then fly from Dallas to Vancouver. All right. Descent time. 20,000. Vertical speed. We can go a little bit more than 2,000 feet per minute because we're descending just a tad late. Doing the 321 from Dallas to Vancouver. Also the 7.3 sometimes, as long as it's not a max. Flying on a 737 max does not sound fun to me. I know, I'll probably die in December. As of right now, we're flying on a 737 max in December from Chicago to Miami. And that is a lot of time for the door to fall off or the plane to crash into the ground. So... what's wrong with the Max? Boeing can't design a plane. It's a cobbled together mess of a plane. You hear the E-Jet ever so slowly catching up with you on your tail? I can slow down if you want me to. I hear you. They fixed it now. The Max is safe. Hey, to each their own. Each their own. Given the option, I would rather fly on anything else other than a 737 Max. That is the great thing about living in a free society, is that we can choose to fly whatever we want to fly on. All right, we gotta get to 8,000. We gotta do it like quick. Here's that nosedive we were talking about earlier. Here it comes. Speed brake out. Gotta love the genuine Keegan Toga VNAV. It's very accurate. For the Max, when it first came out, and not too long after, I heard about news about the crashes. Yeah, the crashes that shouldn't have happened. Because Boeing decided not to inform the pilots of a new system. Yep. There's a lot of problems with Boeing at the moment. It's just Boeing's not in a great place at the moment. It seems that they cannot do anything correctly. The 777X has a bunch of problems. They just stranded 3 people on the International Space Station. Yeah. Don't exactly trust Boeing. Alright, we're gonna have to do a 360. This next waypoint, we should be at 8,000 and 210 knots, and that is not gonna happen. So, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Calgary traffic, Air Canada 1414, we're downwind now, coming around for the RNAV Yankee 17 right, we'll call in short, Calgary.
Flying to Boise, Colorado Springs, Aspen, Eagle, Denver. We are due for a Denver trip. Or really a trip to any of those airports. It's been a while since we've been there.
Now heading right to direct to Botak.
We will have to do that sooner rather than later. That is for sure.
Calgary traffic, Northwest Fairview 285 taking off 17 right at uniform distance 1. Correction west.
Okay, so I am not too entirely confident in the Keegan Toga VNAV. For our trip back to Seattle, we have a couple options. We can take E175, which is the original plan, but the VNAV is terrible. The systems are terrible, and we were being yelled at. We could swap to either the 737 or the A320 as an option, or we could go crazy with it and whip out X-Plane and fly the Dash 8, the Q400. The problem with the Q400 is the frame rate will be god-awfully terrible because X-Plane. What should we do? It's been a while since I've seen X-Plane, but I know switching sim sucks. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world for me. X-Plane takes a whole hell of a lot quicker to boot up than MSFS is on my system. But I know X-Plane is X-Plane, so may not be everybody's preferred sim to watch. All right, 360's gone. Well, we'll go down here to our nav and we'll plug in the ILS. .15, that's already plugged in. Nice. And our localizer's already tuned. Good job, FSS. You did it. You did something right. I didn't know you had it in you. We go manual speed, and we gotta start cranking our speed back. Next waypoint is 210 knots. Should be good there.
Calgary traffic, Air Canada 1414.
We go perf, landing.
7 right, Calgary.
And grab this data real quick.
285 coming through 7,500. Currently about 5 miles south of the airport, turning towards the west.
Where am I heading? 165. Temperature is 28. Our land flaps 5. That should be good. No ice. The winds are 170 at 06. What's going on, Ed? How you doing? That should be good. And now we have our landing speeds. How's it going, Ed? We got 2 planes turning in right now. Get on the ILS. Our ILS intercept altitude is going to be 6,500. We'll go 5,000, I guess, since we can't scroll in 100 feet increments. Thank you, FSS. We'll start that descent. Cleveland Browns suck today. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry to hear it. All I know is the Chiefs are going for the three-peat, so we will win the Super Bowl again. In actual analysis, the Ravens are not good. And Lamar Jackson's terrible. Lamar Jackson's way worse than I thought he was. He cannot throw a long ball to save his life. I am always pulling for the Browns a little bit, though. The Browns have been a terrible football team the majority of my life. So I'm pulling for the Lions, I'm pulling for the Browns. Things are turning around, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and pull back to 180 because we have traffic.
Air Canada 1414, we are now clear of 17 right, Calgary.
180 knots. Go ahead and go flaps 1. You hear that little growl? Alright, we'll go ahead and turn ourselves onto an intercept heading. Arm the approach. When AFK and Sinner got online, ooh, that's never a good look. See how well it does intercepting the ILS here. How does this plane handle? Does it feel sensitive? It feels good. Feels pretty good to fly, honestly. Are we gonna intercept the ILS plane? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong runway. All right, localizer is captured apparently. I'm gonna go ahead and knock flaps 2. There it goes. It feels great to hand fly. It really does. It's just the systems are terrible. God awfully horrible systems. I will no longer sugarcoat it. Flew the 777 today and ran out of fuel. Hey, it happens, right? It happens. Calgary traffic, Horizon 2096 is on an 8-mile final, runway 17 left, Calgary. All right, there is our intercept. Gear down. And our V approach is 135. Pull our speed back to there. That's our heading. Start getting slowed down. Flaps 3 coming in. Sound muted. Everything ready for landing. And we'll do a replay because I think we are going to switch planes. I don't really feel like trying to fight this plane while ATC is on. So I started the replay. We'll get a replay of this landing. Make sure you use manual brake. Of course something is broke on this plane. What a surprise. How's it going, JJ? Alright, flaps 5. My airplane. And my throttle. Let's land it.
1,000.
Let's see what we can do. How are you doing, JJ? It does hand fly very well. I'm kind of bouncing left and right a little bit though.
Glide slow.
Feel good about where we're at.
Glide slow. 50, 20, 10.
Idle. We're down. Reverse is not working, so F2. And we can take a good chunk of the runway. We're in no hurry stopping.
Traffic was just 202, will take each runway 17 left, right, Kilo, and Charlie. Target traffic.
And 60 knots. Reverser's out. I think that was a pretty good landing. What do y'all think? Get y'all landing right here in just a minute. So we get off the runway. And then what are we gonna fly back in? Not this plane. We got 737. We can do A321. I think we'll stay in MSFS. A319. A319's an option. Yeah. A319 good? Alright, we'll do A319. We'll figure something out with it. I don't know what liveries I have. Let me get up a chart and get us to where we're going real quick. Alright. Flaps coming up. The gates we're going to is Echo 92.
Calgary traffic was just 202, will take off runway 17 right for east departure, Calgary traffic.
Let's see if we can get GSX. E. Awesome. I think I need a GSX profile. Let's see if we can figure out whereabouts this gate is at. Alright, we'll do the A319. I'll have to see what liveries I have installed. Maybe we can pick one of those. If not, I'll have to install something. But we'll see what we have. Parking positions. Oh, it's gonna be right down here on the end. That's nice. An Air Canada sitting there. Up top, we'll get our lights cleaned up a little bit. Got a replay? Yes, sir. Do you have a replay? I will get you that replay. We may just not bother with GSX, so we can so the replay goes as well as it can. Man, I can't even begin to tell you how much I want this plane to get its systems, get its bones, because it will be fantastic once it does. Until then, I guess we gotta run away from VATSIM with this plane. NAFSS mod now? Coming by the end of the year. I will believe it when I see it. Because it was supposed to be coming this summer. And then they said it was delayed indefinitely. So I will believe it when I see it. I hope it comes by the end of the year. It's coming. I hope you're right. I truly, like, I'm not trying to be malicious or anything. I truly hope you're right. Because I am very excited for that to come. I'm very excited for this plane to get its bones, because it's going to be fantastic. This will be a fantastic plane when it does. It's just I've learned to stop being optimistic with stuff. I want you to be right. Okay, we're at the gate. I forgot to start the APU because I am very smart. But yeah. Welcome to Calgary. Don't even realize what they have to go through the program. Oh, no, I totally, they're doing something that nobody else has done. Like, there isn't a custom Embraer FMC out there. Nobody's done one. So I totally understand it taking forever. I guess my critique is putting expected release dates on stuff. Saying it's going to be here by the summer, and then saying indefinitely it's delayed, and then releasing a 727. Which is not a very good look. But I'm in their corner, and they're doing something that hasn't been done. Like, yeah. That's no small task. Alright, do we have APU? Are we a-pooing? There we go. Sim update 15 screwed everything up. I can believe it. I believe that. Alright, landing rate, all that stuff. Let me file or finish the flight. Minus 183. There you go. Somebody had mentioned G-force. 1.22 G. I would say that's a pretty good landing. So they changed a lot of the code and they had to basically start over. It's amazing to me. It's related, but no, it definitely is related. It's amazing to me that Microsoft Flight Simulator relies on third-party developers. So it's amazing to me that they go and they update stuff and then throw off all the third-party developers with changing code and stuff when they do that. I don't think it's intentional that they do that, but it's still like, it's crazy. Let me get disconnected from VATSIM. We'll get a replay or two, and then we'll hop in the A319 to fly back. For the replay, I believe we need to set flaps 5 at the gates. Get all our lights back on. Should all be good. And then see what happens. Okay, good. The flaps are coming in. The CFMS is done and it's programming. Done now, it's programming the MCDU and done. I like the sound of that. Like I said, I very much am excited for this plane to get its bones, because it will be great. It's just I have learned to not be optimistic about stuff, optimistic about when and all that. But I want FSS to succeed. I want this to be, because this is like, what other fully programmed E-jet, or regional jet for that matter, is there on the market? Oh, but X-Crafts uses the X-Plane FMC. It's not a custom FMS. It's definitely a market that needs to be explored, right? That's why the A220 is taking so long, and you'll see, yeah. Or why they made the decision to switch it over to payware from freeware. Great landing, just don't peep the approach descent. Yeah, you know. You see this bit right here, just don't worry about that, right? Pretend that didn't happen. It didn't happen. There are people out there who compare the FSS E-jets to like Aerosoft products in terms of like abandonware. I definitely don't fall into that category. They're not abandoning it. Like, there's a lot of work that's going into it. I still don't agree with I don't agree with them releasing it in the state that it was. I understand why they did it. And of course it says plainly, this is an early access product. You get what you get. Like, they're not out here actively trying to scam anybody. But I do not think they're abandonware. I do not think that they're trying to scam people. I think them releasing the 727 was not the best look. However, I can understand why they did that, because the modeling's done for this plane, the sounds are done for this plane. What are those people going to do? Just sit on their thumbs while the programming gets done? No, and there's multiple teams working on different projects. And I'm very glad they released a 727, because thank God we have a 727 in MSFS. Whew, thank God. But I can definitely see why that's not the best look. I don't think there's malice there. I don't think they're trying to be malicious. I want them to succeed. I mean, look at this thing, right? Once this thing has a VNav, custom FMS and everything, everybody's gonna be flying it around. All right, after this replay, we'll get reloaded up, and I guess we'll jump to the main menu and see what liveries we have. See what we need to do to get back to Seattle. Very smooth landing. This plane is a joy to fly, to hand fly. It hand flies great. All right. Thank you, Nightbot, for the spam. Lovely. Let's jump to the main menu real quick. We'll see what we got in terms of liveries to get us back. I don't know what I have installed. Sunday Night Football's all tied up 3-3. Detroit and LA. All tied up. You will see it through, just watch. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Come on, MSFS. Get it working. Once we figure this out, I'm gonna get up and get some more drink, get some more water, and all that. Let's see what we got here. Delta, Lufthansa, EasyJet. What about IAEs? Okay. Great. Just out of curiosity, Delta it is. Unfortunately, that's what it's looking like. Oh, there we go. Delta. Oh, this is a CRJ, but we'll do the 319 with Delta. That'll work. How many planes did I crash? 20, 25 or so. Somewhere around there. Sure if you counted them up all time. I've been doing this stuff since like 2014, 2015. It's going on like 10 years of doing flight sim, all right? So streaming it for 7 of those years. All right, I am going to assume that kind of like an international, we'll go here. That gate looks fantastic. All right. I got my flight controls and everything switched over real quick. Get set up for some Airbus flying. Never trust gate 1. Well, it's a good thing we're not taking gate 1. We got gate 11. Which is probably not even gate 11 because I do not have a GSX profile for this airport. Come on, Phoenix. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to update the stream title on YouTube because it's a pain in the ass to do it. But if anybody complains, it's we call it an audible, all right? All right, real quick control setup. We'll go to our Bravo and switch this over to Phoenix. There we go. That should be working. Ready to fly. Take a look outside and see what we're looking like. Livery is working good. Little baby bus. Little bitty baby bus. How about it? Alright, I gotta switch the yoke cam to a joystick cam. That's set up, so I have to roll in here real quick and reset the camera. All right, give me just a sec. There we go. Let's get flying the return, but keep watching. Don't want to be yelled at by ATC for getting up to cook. Hey, that is totally fair. I totally understand that. Well, thank you for flying the first flight, and hopefully we can get you a butter landing on the return. You can butter the bread. All right, how's that work? I think that'll work just fine. All right, well, give me just a few minutes. I'm gonna get up and use the restroom, get some more water, everything like that, get things set up for the return leg, and I will be back in just a few minutes. So y'all hang tight. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, please like. I really do appreciate it, and the algorithm appreciates it too. But I will be back in just a few minutes. All right. Let's do this return real quick. Get some brief up. We'll be Delta 788. That should work. Calgary to Seattle. A319. CFMs. Let me look at something real quick. I think these flights avoid Canadian airspace because it's expensive. I'm not footing the bill though. So we're gonna try to take a more direct route. Get it pre-filed real quick. We'll get logged into VATSIM. Delta 788, A319. There we go. Logged in. Let me update the overlay. Anybody that comes in after this point, I'm sorry for clickbaiting you, but Audible. It is in the spirit of football season, Audible. All right. Let's make it happen. I gotta get Sim Toolkit up and running real quick. I'll take the Vancouver 7 departure. You know, actually, we'll plan 16 or 17 right. Just to spice things up a little bit. All right. Let's do it. That's all loaded in there. We got ground services. GSX, we're not going to worry about. Get our airplane loaded. That's all good to go. Get things turned on. Should be all good. Up through the middle, down back this way. Everything looks fine. Let the self-test work its way through. Pop into the ATSU and grab our flight in it and get that set up and good to go. There it goes. Data has been requested. FMGC init request. Here we go. We are Delta 788. Cost index of 5. Cruising 360. And we can sheet this to the McDo real quick. There we go. That should be good. Departure. I'll take 17 right. Calgary 7 departure, no transition, which is just going to give us vectors to our first waypoint, which we will handle ourselves. We can do our takeoff performance. One 7 right. Calculate that. Send it to McDo. 152, 152, 156. Flaps 1 up 0.5. Flexing 49. That should be good. I feel like since the Phoenix came out, we're all becoming experts in A320s. I love it. Alright, we'll grab a METAR for Calgary. And just as a reminder, any of you, if you want to, this METAR command is open to anybody, so if you want to use METAR, you can use METAR. Altimeter 2982. Winds are 180 at 6, so our runway's going to work. We got some clouds around. Should be fine. Should all be good. And if anybody wants to fly along, we are at gate 11 in Calgary. If anybody wants to fly along on VATSIM, feel free. We'll have ATC once we get towards Vancouver's airspace, and we'll have ATC into Seattle as well. We're flying in real time, so we're going to get a nice sunset on this flight, which should be nice. Got that nice golden hour. A nice golden hour look. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we're just giving a couple seconds for our IRS to align. I'm going to post in the Discord real quick because I forgot to do it earlier. Okay. How's our alignment time looking? 4 minutes? Sunday Night Football will resume shortly. I hope so. I don't know. Peacock disconnected me from it. Yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our fuel pumps on and get our APU started up. The Lions. Hey, get the ball to Samuel de la Porta a little bit. Give me some fantasy points. All right. We should be about there. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Set squawk 1000. So that is good to go for ATC. To CS. AP bleed on. We'll come over to our tablet here. Get all our ground connections disconnected. Also get our standby artificial horizon on. As soon as this aligns, we can start a pushback. All right. We'll get it going. We'll go tail to the right, nose to the left for pushback. My frame rate does not like it when I'm looking at the bulk of the terminal. Oh, we got the usual pushback tug. We don't have to lift one today. Nice. It's the brand new Lions. It is. If this was the same old Lions, they'd be down like 50 right now. It's the brand new Lions. All right, tail to the right, nose to the left. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at
Beacon on, and engine 1 coming alive. All right. Should be a good start on engine 1, and it looks like it is. We'll get engine 2 started. Should see that spooling up here.
There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
That bass rumble.
Emergency lighting will guide
Still so nice.
In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, mark.
All right, good start on engine 2. Go flaps 1. Speed brake armed. Jump up above. APU disconnected. And APU off. Parking brake set. We are good up top. We look, our trim is going to be up 0.5, so we'll go here. Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go. Trim up 0.5. Doors are shut. The APU should be spooling down before too long. In terms of our taxi, we're just gonna follow straight ahead, turn on to hotel, then Charlie. We'll be jetting right out of here. Actually, via Charlie. Should be good. Flaps are set and everything's looking fantastic. Let's get rolling. Actually, let's not real quick, because I gotta set my push to talk. Make sure our push to talk is... Oh, the trigger on my Thrustmaster yoke is broken. Lovely. Hold on, I need to unbind something. Calgary traffic, Delta 788, taxiing runway 17 right via Charlie, Calgary. Alright, let's roll. Off we go. It's always great to see that it appears another Thrustmaster product of mine has broken. Lovely. Oh, to be fair, I did get this side stick used, so no telling what the hell people that had it before me did with it. Alright. Get some lights on. Strobe on. Our arrival looks clear. Departure looks clear. TARA. Calgary traffic, Delta 788 taking off runway 17 right, Calgary. Some landing lights on. Let's get out of here. All right, throttle's 40. 50. And Toga. Manflex SRS runway nav blue. We're rolling. There's 100 knots. And our V1 and rotate right off the ground with the A319. Love it. Positive climb, gear coming up. Wanting to turn on me. All right. Press climb. We'll jump down here and we'll go direct to bow tag. Insert. Make the turn. Right over the city of Calgary. Oh man. Right over the city. Yeah, once we roll out of this, we're gonna go ahead and go autopilot on. Look at that. That is beautiful.
Calgary traffic, Westjet 5628, taxiing at runway 17 left.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and go flaps up. And we are very much away. I see Pitch has streams for today, the 13th, the 14th, the 11th. Very nice, very nice. He's got himself all planned out. I dig it. I dig it. Alright, we're through 10,000. We can get our landing lights turned off. Some of our forward-facing lights. Wing lights. We're also going to have to get some panel lights cranked up a bit. Up here so we can actually see since we're flying into the sun. I wonder, I've accidentally opened the shade before. I wonder if I can accidentally do that on purpose now. Okay, so... there it is. How do I move it around? Do I just not? Maybe you don't move it around. I don't think it's something you're actually really meant to use. Their floodlights turned on just a little bit. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. And the Canadian countryside's looking good as well. Get my rudder pedals pushed back to where I want them. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. Sweet. Just hoping as it cools off, it'll start to cool off in here too. At least that's the hope. It's not gonna get as cool as it was last night though. Unfortunately. Heading into more heat this week. Which is fun. I'm a big fan of summer, but once it starts cooling off, once we get that first fake fall, at that point I'm like, okay, I'm ready for it to cool off a bit. Alright. Should be getting into Calgary here before too terribly long. I say Calgary, I'm in Vancouver. Should be getting into Vancouver Center before too long. Alright, let's go ahead and go standard. We're long past transition altitude. Just taking in the scenery. It does look great. Ooh, I don't know if I can multi-stream this, but Space Station might win HCS. Yeah, I think we'll tune into this for a little bit.
Digging formal long enough until Eco makes the
See how much trouble we get in.
So impressive, as you say. Trades come in there, dead zones.
Map
Happy to get out with that, but
4
third time in a row, bound with the
should be it. Should be the last match. Space Station can win it.
Power up control. From him, look at that. Doesn't even worry about it. Focuses elsewhere. Knows that he's invisible, and now chooses a new target. Still being invisible really well. Look at this. Oh, he gets a second opportunity, a second play in the cherry. Turns 2.
Optic, brother.
And even though he whiffed a backsmack a few moments ago, he makes up for it. I love how he whiffs the backsmack. He says, I'll get back to you later. I've got other things to worry about on the map. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Thank you for your patience. They will continue scoring. It's another one for Bound. 2 players from SSG trying to flush these players out from Optic. Bound's going to challenge inside the hill. Optic
Man.
2 dead. Legend looking to clean up Lucid.
Played that camo very well.
1 minute and 20 seconds left in this game. For Space Station to close things out. And over the last 2 minutes, keep in mind, no hill has been put on the board. Actually, 2 minutes plus of game time and much more elapsed total play time.
Optic's got 1 minute to try to make something happen.
1:06 left on the clock, still 2-0. Looks like SSG want this third hill. They want to really put a dagger into Optic Gaming. They really want to make a statement here. Forward trying to challenge. Lucid will find 2. But Lucid with no shields will fall as well. Dead Zone is the last alive. SSG will be up 3-0 and even Eco.
Damn.
Loud on that main stage. SSG don't want to just win this tournament. They want blood, and the entire SSG fan base here wants blood as well. 50 seconds left, and it's going to be insurmountable. 3-0 lead in game number 4. You're looking across the stats. We've been talking about Bound, Stellar, Legend, but it's the IGL, the captain.
You got the stick on him.
17 and 11 in a bracket reset game to potentially win this tournament. Optic Gaming will know. It will be most likely another second place for them, another podium finish.
Wow.
With more work to do. But here in Salt Lake City, there's only one team that's going to be talked about, and that is the hometown team. You know what's about to happen. This place is about to get loud. These people came here to see one thing, and we're now just 10 or so seconds away from that moment. Double kill for Stella, thrust away from Lucid, but with Dead Zone the last alive.
5 seconds left.
With Bound stepping out this hill, it's 4 seconds until we can finally say that Space Station Gaming
Damn.
will be your SLC KCS Major Champions. They reset the bracket, and they do it.
How about that?
Of their home crowd. Over 20 years of professional Halo Grand Finals we've watched, and this Grand Final is a historic one. SSG back-to-backs from Atlanta to Salt Lake City.
Damn.
They do it in the most difficult
So they made a losers
possible.
bracket run in that too. They had to beat out Optic twice in order to do that. 113.7. Gonna jump over, talk to ATC real quick. Vancouver Center, good evening. Delta 788's at 360.
Delta 788, Vancouver Center, hello, Squawk 6646.
6646 for Delta 788. All right, there we go.
Delta 788, thanks, you're identified, welcome aboard.
Sweet. I want to watch the end of this.
Definitely is, okay? And you won last year in this crowd, but talk to me, how's it playing in front of this crowd right here?
The most incredible crowd, being in the hometown as well. We've got all the SSG people here. We've got all the sponsorship. We got Oats Overnight here, the families, the friends, everybody. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It was an amazing tournament indeed. Let me move on over here. I want to stand between Eco and Stellar. Eco, I talked to you last night, and you said we shouldn't be here, and you were going to get the job done today, and you got the job done in front of this crowd. How does this one feel? Because you won a lot of them, but how does this one rank up to the others?
I mean, I don't really know what I did. I'm just, being a good teammate, just letting these guys excel. But this one means everything. We knew yesterday that we would come back and do the same thing, and I told you guys I wouldn't let you down.
He didn't let you down.
Full optic.
Let me move on over to somebody who radiates like no other. The snipe god himself. Make some noise for Stellar. Stellar, you was playing out of your mind, and there's something special about Salt Lake City. What is it, and how does this win feel, man?
The vibe is just unlike anything else. But yeah, this one feels amazing. We almost failed.
Well, damn. I'll take it. Had to go through the reset, but it doesn't matter. They made it happen. To zoom in on the baby bus there. Oh yeah.
Vancouver Center, WestJet 169 with you, flight level 360.
WestJet 169, Vancouver Center, you're identified, plan runway 26 right.
Plan runway 26 right, WestJet 169.
Beanie Baby Proud, what's going on? How's it going?
There, 2885 traffic's Boeing 737 on
Hope
the
you're having a
for,
fantastic Sunday night
Terrace.
or Monday morning, depending on where you're at. Just looking at the memes on Twitter of Optic losing another tournament.
8 over 2 advisory for the rest of it. We check the traffic and we'll call you down and clear.
Second place looks good on Optic. Cannot type. Got the traffic out on today and found your favorite thing to do in the sim besides flying? Sitting down watching the traffic? That's what's up. I can get behind that. That sounds like a chill time. I'm trying to find a good GIF. Hold on. What's the gift for? I'm talking shit to Optic fans. The Halo tournament. Optic got eliminated. They got second place. Space Station beat them. Watch a lot of YouTube streams about plane spotting, and you're spotting from their locations at the airport. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Halo, what is that? Halo is a video game. It's a esport. They were competing in. So they had a big major tournament in Salt Lake City today. So I've played Halo since like 2009, so it's a game I like to follow, even though I don't like the most recent Halo game. You ever hear of Cali Plains? I have not. Are they on YouTube? Try searching them up real quick. Cali Plains. It's like he's live. Some San Francisco plane spotting. This guy, right?
Vancouver Terminal, Nolan Miller 573. Request to wait 5-10 minutes. Nolan 573, report back.
Pretty cool. Caught a A380 jetting out of there. British Airways. Fucking fly in here. Oh, I'm gonna beat some fly. Beat a fly. Land somewhere. Watch this takeoff here. Watch this take off, and then y'all go check out Cali Plains. I don't want to steal his content. But we'll watch this, and then we'll eat out of here. Reads everyone's chat but yours? Is that so? I closed chat and I don't... Oh, there it is. I missed. Damn it. Look at that thing. What a cool jet. Your dad's in Germany? Nice. hanging out in Europe. Man, the A380 looks so good. It's hard to imagine something that big can get off the ground. That is cool.
Vancouver, Alaska 60, I'd like to step away for about 10 minutes if possible.
That's the 60 airport and back.
I think I saw Pitchy was live. Have the A380 in MSFS? Y'all go say hi to Pitchy. Pitchy, I'll roll. Keep messing up his name. But he's just getting started on YouTube. Just go drop him a like. Say hello. Tell him I sent you. Link? Yeah.
I feel like they're kind of like Southwest or something. Kind of like Southwest.
Here you go. Waiting for the fly-by-wire.
Vancouver Center, UPS 866 at Vancouver.
A380.
Requesting taxi for departure 26 right.
Someone gotta make a better argument.
United Air Christian UPS 1856, Roger.
Thank you for
Vancouver winds are 2009. Contact me airborne, clear takeoff 26 right.
Yeah. It's like he's doing Avalo ops.
Contact airborne, clear for takeoff.
RDM to Vegas.
It's a nice freeware, honestly.
737-700. I do like the 700.
I like the runway textures and everything. Yeah.
That's what he's up to
Why
there.
is my stream delay so low? I don't know. It was like crazy high.
Be what he's up to. He's just getting started out.
We're back with you.
He started streaming a couple weeks ago, I want to say. Once we make a turn, we'll have to jump in and get our arrival plugged in. Get our arrival set up. And then, of course, we'll hit a couple replays once we get down on the ground in Seattle. Check out Captain Zimp streams. I'm subscribed to Captain Zimp. He's a regular around here. I stop by his streams and at least say hello. His frame rate's a little too low for me. Low frame rates give me a headache. Not trying to knock anybody, but like literally physically physically give me a headache. Like literally gives me a headache. So I can't hang out for very long.
Descend 17,000.
Planner 82 and 17,000 Korean.
Say he's not good at flying. Hey, everybody's gonna start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere, right?
45, contact Seattle now 13545 today.
Oh shit, was that me?
And going to Seattle 1545.
No, it wasn't. Okay. Says he's working on a. That's all you can do, right? That's all you can do. You gotta start somewhere. Anybody who's into flight sim, there was a time when all of us were slamming planes into the ground, right? Gotta start somewhere. So once we get to Seattle, we're gonna go back to the gate we started at. It's an Alaska Airlines gate, but I bring a nice close to our rotation.
Vancouver Center, it's North Caribou 2885. We're down and clear here in Paris. You can close our flight plan, please.
North Caribou 2885, flight plan closed, clearly, sir. This terminated 0210 Zulu. Thanks for flying today.
Thanks, ATC. Talk to you later. Caribou 285.
NIU beat Notre Dame and NIU is ranked. How about that? Boston College, Nebraska, Clemson, Iowa State. Tennessee is 7th, Missouri is 6th. SEC is where it's at, brother. SEC is where it's at. I can tell you where it's not at, Los Angeles, because the Rams are down 17-3. Looks like Cooper Kupp's got me a few fantasy points there. I'll take those. Who am I talking to? I'm just talking to chat. I gotta do the streamer thing where I just talk. I'm just chit-chatting away. I was looking at the, I have Sunday Night Football up on my iPad, watching the Detroit and Los Angeles game. And keeping track of my fantasy points. My fantasy football league. I think I need a new tight end. I really hope I can snag Isaiah Likely. He was explosive. Want to see your team? Sure. My team.
Vancouver altimeter 2984, one ready to descend 12000, planned ILS 26 ready.
Alright, one ready, descend to 12000.
So I got Jalen Hurts.
UPS 1866.
I got Devon A-Chain is running back. Kenneth Walker III, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Sam Laporta, Cooper Kupp, the Vikings defense, which did fantastic this week. And then I have Justin Tucker as kicker.
Vancouver, Alaska 60 is back.
And I guess I can do... Oh shit, you can't really see anything, can you?
UPS 1866.
Crank up the volume.
Seattle 13545, good night.
UPS 86, have a good one.
That's my team there.
Delta 788, Vancouver altimeter 2984, one ready to descend 17,000.
Alright, copy the altimeter 2984 and when ready we'll descend 17,000 for Delta 788. Alright, let's get that arrival in so we'll know when we're ready. Got a Seattle ATIS. We have ILS 16 right, ILS 16 left. In use. Am I going to win? Yes, I am blowing away the other person I'm playing. I am beating them badly. I'm gonna plan for 16 right with the ILS. Yeah, we'll just plan 16 right. Let's go arrival. ILS 16 right. Novia. Ah, crap, hold on. Arrival, ILS 16 right. We got the Glacier 3. From Jackson. So we'll just plug in the Glacier 3 via Novia. Plug that in. I'm going to take us down to 17,000. Then we got YDC. The Jackson, Woody, Heather, and we'll give vectors from Heather to the ILS, so that should work just fine. And then we'll grab some airport information to plug in. Look at our ATIS, we have information. India, 2988 is the altimeter there. In Seattle, temperatures 21, winds are 200 at 6, and then our minimums for the ILS are 615 feet. So that should be good. Once we cross our top of drop, we'll start our way down. Got about 30 miles to go. Yeah, I have 129 points, and the person I'm playing has 105. I'm projected to get 20 more points by the end of the night from Cooper Cup, and
788, when ready to send 17,000.
when ready to send 17,000, Delta 788. I'm not ready. So I got 20 miles to go. Yeah, Sam Laporta's not getting me very much points. Cooper Cup's doing good, but Cooper Cup is always doing good, so. Start descending like 10 miles from our top of drop. Get a nice smooth into that descent profile down. Air 5 and Kyler. Reese Pacheco, Derrick Henry, A-Chain. Those are all good ones. AJ Brown, McLaurin, JSN, Keon Coleman, Brian TJ, Herschel, Kicker Elliott, Defense Dolphins. Nice. Are you winning? It sounds like a pretty well-rounded team. Sounds like a pretty good team. Alright, we'll start descending. It should take us down at about 1,000.
788, contact Seattle 13545. Good night.
Seattle on 13545, Delta 788. We'll see you. All right, over to Seattle.
Seattle Center, Fairman 2878 with the 3 flight level 360.
Airwings 2878, Seattle Center, hello.
We're inbound Jackson. Seattle Center, good evening. Delta 788's descending through flight level 351 for 17,000 inbound Jackson.
Delta 788, Seattle Center, descend via the Glacier 3 arrival, Seattle landing south, Seattle altimeter 2988.
Descend via the Glacier 3 arrival, landing south, altimeter 2988, Delta 788. Cool.
Green Air 41, heavy.
That
Seattle
clears us
information,
down.
hotel current, altimeter 2988, expect ILS 16 left approach.
To 12,000 via the arrival. Landing south at 250, cross and maintain 12,000. Yep, we're good. 105 to 84, nice. Get that dub.
Seattle Center, United 55 Court. Just want to confirm the air carrier ramp at Redmond is uncontrolled, right? So holding short at Alpha.
Get that dub.
Start your discretion, advisory ready.
Roger, welcome.
All right. Our descent profile is rolling in. Never turned on the predictive wind shear. I just saw that. Nice. So we should capture this green dot here. Our descent rate will pick up a bit. And there it goes. Let's see if I can make an Apple Store appointment for my AirPods. It stopped working.
Delta 2844, descend via the Hawks 8 arrival, landing south, Seattle altimeter 2988.
2988 is via the Hawks 5 arrival, audition for Delta 2844.
Yeah, CMC and Ayuk. You have Brees Hall. Nice. I had both of those people last year. I wasn't able to get them this year.
WestJet,
Is this not?
two.
I should have a warranty on this.
WestJet 330 Seattle Center, Roger.
Expires 9/26/25. Yeah. Apple support. There we go.
Seattle Center, fellow 801, seek for push.
Fellow 801, push and start your discretion there, supervisory taxi.
Started by pushing by instruction, 153 to back, seek for fellow 801.
United 5512, very taxi, 5 short of Alpha, Romeo 1.
United 5512, Roger.
I have to do this tomorrow because I figure out when I'm taking my sister to the airport.
29, United 5512, Roger, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha Bravo, cross runway 5.
Alpha Bravo, cross runway 5, United 5512.
Sunset is looking great.
Green Air 41 Heavy, flight present heading, vector silence approach, descend and maintain 4,000.
Present heading, we'll expect vectors and data 4,000, Korea for 1.
Sim Toolkit is struggle busting a little bit.
Canada 1789, requesting to step away for 5 minutes.
Canada 1789, standby. Air Canada 1789, no more than 10 minutes because you'll be in open center airspace and I'll have a handoff for you by then.
Cool, doesn't respond.
About 3 nautical miles south of Beaverton at 3,800. Question additional appointment status.
November 4 Sierra Kilo, standby. 4 Sierra Kilo, transition approved.
Transition approved, 4 Sierra Kilo.
Four Sierra Kilo. Standby. Number 14 Sierra Kilo, contact Portland Tower 123.77.
Portland Tower, 123.775. Thanks very much for the HPC.
Thank you. Was that Air Canada 1789?
Negative. WestJet 330.
WestJet 330, no problem. I was on your back. Green Air 41 Heavy, turn right, heading 130, intercept 16 left, localizer.
That means business.
Green 41 Heavy, that's a bad vector for me. You're going to go through there. Turn right, heading 220. I'll give you another couple vectors here.
5220, Korean for 1.
United 1881, send via Hawk Theta arrival, Seattle landing south, Seattle altimeter 2988.
Send via Hawk 8, landing south, United 1881.
Wings 2878, send via Timbers 2, port and landing west, port and altimeter 2985.
Send via Timbers 2 for 7.
Wings 101, contact Vancouver Center 133.7.
Alright. I gotta back in the sim. I gotta get focused. We're landing in 10 minutes.
101, thanks very much, AT today.
Have a good one.
Just stop being distracted. I'll mess some stuff up. Man, the mountains look fantastic. With the orange, the sunset. It's looking so good.
Air Canada 210, cross grid at, correction, cross E-grid at, maintain 12000, Vancouver altimeter 2984.
Cross E-grid at north maintain 12,000 and 2984 is the altimeter Air Canada 210.
Seattle Center, UPS 5666, and ship off for about 5 minutes.
Stand by, Korean Air 41 Heavy, I'm very sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. Turn left heading 100.
Left 100, clear for 1, no problem.
Korean Air 41 Heavy, descend and maintain 3,200.
3,200, clear for 1.
Korean 41 Heavy, 7 miles from Carpo, landing 130. Maintain 3,200 to establish on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Snoop Dogg and Michael Bublé are on The Voice now? Dang. Interesting. I had no idea. Gwen Stefani and Reba McEntire, I think they've been on there for a little bit.
Delta 788, Park Jackson, heading 240, vectors ILS approach. Seattle Information Hotel, current altimeter 2988, and you can expect ILS 16 left approach.
Roger, we'll depart Jackson heading 240 and we'll pick up the ATIS and we'll expect ILS 16 left for Delta 788. Okay. Here's gonna doing it's gonna be Kendrick Lamar, right? $288 for the altimeter.
Standard 5512, fly runway heading, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
We'll jump down here. Actually, once we depart heading 240, we'll switch over to the ILS 16 left.
Fellow 801, runway
For the ILS programming.
Alpha Bravo, cross runway 5.
We got information India.
29er by Alpha Bravo, cross runway 5 for Fellow 801.
WestJet 1794, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
988. ILS 16 left. 240. Alright.
Korean Air 41 Heavy,
We're golden.
trouble, contact Seattle Tower 100.9.
Thanks for the tower now, clear for 1. Bye-bye.
One 9.9, getting set up for tower.
Delta 788, send and maintain 8,000.
Down to 8,000, Delta 788. Mark that, 240 for the heading.
Air Canada 1789, are you up?
8,000. We'll do
Air
a
Canada 1789, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
open descent.
132, this will 2, Air Canada 1789.
And if we go in here, flight plan, arrival, 16 left. That's what we want.
66, can I step off for about
There we
5
go.
minutes?
UPS 1866, affirmative.
Should be executed and good to go. Why aren't you descending? I need you to descend. This controller means business. Even more fire if Kendrick and Drake went up to the stage together to perform the album that they are working on together. That would be pretty fire. Not gonna lie. It's not really the kind of music I'm into, but I can respect it. You can definitely see why people are hyped for it.
Yeah, 5512, Seattle Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000 at 5512.
I forgot to say we have information India. Must be why none of them are uploading any music. It could be.
Yeah, 5512, leaving 10,000, clear direct Sunby.
Could very well be.
Leaving 10,000 direct Sunby.
Go ahead and get our landing lights and our wing lights on. So we get ourselves set up for landing.
United 576, contact Vancouver Center 133.7. Have a good day.
Our jet is looking fantastic.
3370 for United 576. See ya.
United 5512, climb maintain level 3900.
We are descending with a little bit of speed brake. This A319 is a rocket ship, so giving it a little bit of help on the descent. Bring those speed brakes in actually, 'cause we're getting fairly low. We should be all right. We got ILS 36 left. Some toolkit crashed. Lovely. Love it. Thank you, Sim Toolkit. You're amazing.
WestJet 330, roger.
Store flight, MSFS. Swap this to 36 left. Get that plugged in. ILS 36 left. And our minimums are going to be 697.
Center maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Delta 788, and we do have information India.
788, thank you.
Alright, 4,000. We're going to use some more speed brakes to help. Am I in line with the runway? Not yet. He's vectoring us in. He's giving us directions to get lined up. Barrel minimums are going to be 697. 697. The minimums are in. There we go. So this is the runway here. The runway is going to be going this direction. So he's getting us down. Getting us descended down, and then he's going to turn us to line up with the runway. And get the LS on.
Delta 788, 10 miles from Helzer, turn left heading 190, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Turn left heading 190, maintain 4,000 until established, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach, Delta 788. Alright, he's got us turning now. And then we'll intercept the ILS. Once we get just a little bit closer, we can get our approach armed. Go ahead and grab Sky Dolly so we can get a replay. Do I have scenery? It's free scenery off of Flight Sim 2. I haven't purchased any scenery for Seattle. Let's go ahead and get our speed coming back. Now that we're leveling off, we'll go probably 210. Should work just fine.
Air Canada 210, contact Vancouver Center 133.7.
We can go ahead and arm the approach, so it'll grab the ILS once we cross it.
133.7, you have a good day.
Go flaps 1.
Yep.
There comes the localizer and the glide slope coming in. Should grab that, and there comes the left turn to line up with the runway. So I don't have I don't have scenery for the airport, but it is a scenery enhancement. So it's a free project that somebody did to kind of clean up the default scenery. So it's still default, it just looks a little bit nicer. Alright, speed brake's still out. We don't need to worry about that. Go ahead and go man.
Good evening, Seattle Center. This is Delta Alpha Lima.
Gotta activate the approach phase.
Flight.
And then we'll go manage speed, and it'll start bringing our speed back.
Flight level 200 over Yankee Yankee Juliet, squawking 3463. Request flight following.
Delta 220, Seattle Center, Roger. You're under IFR flight plan, so it's not flight following.
Did something today to have LAX look really nice?
350.
What'd you do?
The only thing you need to tell me when you check in, especially when you're coming from another
Alright,
controller
speed
job.
brakes. And we're actually going to go ahead and drop the gear to help us slow down too.
Roger, clear to Portland is filed. Thanks for the tip, Delta 220.
Delta 220, Roger. All you need to read back there for me is just say Roger, climb and maintain flight level 350, and then say your call sign. And you should say the phonetic form of it. It's going to be Delta 220. So Delta 220, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Take control. I will once he hands this over to tower. I don't have to try to switch frequencies while trying to hand fly it. But I will do. Alright, speed brakes in. We can get
Delta 788, contact Seattle Tower 119.9.
over to tower 119.9 or Delta 788. Yep. Alright. Seattle Tower, good evening. Delta 788, ILS, runway 16 left.
Delta 788, Seattle Tower, good evening. Cross, depart prior to arrival, runway 16 left, clear to land.
16 left, clear to land, and departing prior to our arrival to 788. I butchered that. It's fine. My airplane. I have control. Full flaps coming out. I'm going to turn down the PFD so I can see the flight directors, and we'll start the replay recording and get you all over to the joystick. Let's land this thing.
Horizon 2520, no delay, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16.
Butter this, we'll do our best.
2528.
Do our best. A319 can be a bear to land sometimes, a little challenging. But, see what we can do. I think the A319 is the hardest of the Airbus family, the A320 family to land. Unsubbing if you get a -300, okay. Pressure's on, I guess. Pressure's on. Sim Toolkit should let us know. We'll see what we can do. You're joking? Man, I would hope so. This is some strict requirements you're putting on me. We're still gonna aim to not break any backs. Alright, that'll be the goal.
2528, contact Seattle Center 135.45, how good flight will see you.
Over to center 135.45, Horizon 2528.
Oh. Got a couple stutters there. So far we're looking good.
500.
And a little low.
Glide slow.
Yep, I know. Shut up. It's
Glide
fine.
slow.
I'm gonna inhibit you if you don't shut up. I'm just flying it visually at this point.
Glide slow.
Continue, stabilized. Alright. Inhibit.
Glide slow. Glide
Inhibits
slow.
up top.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
It's gonna yell at me, but we're looking fine.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
And we're down. Reverse. Light touchdown with the nose. We'll correct back to center line. There we go. 60 knots, reversers out. Gonna get my taxi chart up.
Delta 788, welcome to Seattle, left on ground. Text Parking via Bravo, good night.
Left unable, parking via Bravo, Delta 788, we'll see you. Alright. Once we get to the gate, we'll get a landing rate for you. Alright. Those lights off, strobe lights coming off. Get our APU started up. We're gonna sneak back in this way. So over here is where we left from. Earlier. Speed brakes coming in, flaps coming up. Lights coming on. I'm looking for the echo gates. Maybe I took the wrong turn. DC. These are in. I think I did take a wrong turn. Let's see here. I'm stupid and I'm thinking of the wrong gate. We left out of the Charlie gate, so we'll turn over this way. We'll take Charlie 15. Was thinking of the wrong gates. Got a marshaller there. Nose light off. All right. Parking brake set. Shut him down. APU bleed on, beacon light off. And we have made it. Welcome to Seattle. See you tomorrow. Next time I'll be live is probably Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. Landing rate minus 219. G 0.98. So there we go. Minus 219, 0.98. Might be there. Well, if you are, we'll see you then. If not, I hope you have a great week. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Well, what is that? It's a Sim Toolkit Pro. If you go to the description, the link for it is down there in the description. We're going to reset the position, and then we're going to get set up for the replay. Link for Sim Toolkit Pro is down in the description. Free? Yes, sir. 100% free. Alright, that. We need to go to the tablet real quick. And shut those. Make sure all the doors are shut. Chocks are removed, everything like that. And disconnect from VATSIM. Bye for real, tired? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great night. We will catch you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, a little bit closer. I think I can silence our... There we go. Okay, everything's cleared. All right. Let's see what this looked like. Ground lighting is looking fantastic. Know that for sure. Very nice. Very smooth. For the A319, I'll take that. Just gonna keep yelling at me. Just gonna mute the sim. Ooh! That's a screenshot. Look at that. That view off into the distance. Very nice. Got the bay out there. Hill on the other side. And boom, down. All right, let's get an external view and then we'll call it a night. I want a screenshot of that too, actually. Very nice. Lightly setting the nose down too, something I usually fail at. Nice. Well, hey, that was a pretty fun rotation. Thank you all for tuning in and watching, all the subs and all the likes and everything tonight. Do you want to see when we go live next? Make sure you subscribe. Should be Wednesday, but I'm still working out some details. I got some errands I need to run on Wednesday, so that coupled with a new work schedule, we'll see how that pans out. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you all on the next one. Ladies and gents, we'll see ya.